Okay, so poikskanatoni. It's a windy morning here in Sikuhkotuk, Lethbridge, Alberta. This Saturday, what is it? September 8th, 2018. In the last part of the lunar cycle, Pakipis Tsotsitechpi, when the choke cherries ripen. And I figured first things first, I better get out here and check on the badger trap. And it looks like, even from here, I can see that the door is closed. So we'll see what we got caught. My bet is that it's gonna be a cat. A house cat rather than the badger. But we'll see. Coming right up on it now. Who's caught in here? Do we got a badger? Do we got a skunk? Do we got a house cat? Who do we got? Who do we got? We just got a closed door with nobody in there. Now, how bizarre is that? Alright, I'm gonna have to reset the trap here, get things rolling again. Actually, I can come back. I should come back. Yeah, I'll reset it. So I just left that badger trap, and after looking at it, you know, more closely, it looked to me like, you know, there was an animal in there, and maybe it was strong enough to bash against the door so much that that lock mechanism, there's just a little thing on top that keeps the spring door from being able to slide back without pulling that mechanism up. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But there's a guard. That guard was popped out of place in a weird way that it shouldn't be. So I don't know. We might have had the badger in there. Who knows? Had something. We'll see if it'll get in there again. That's the thing, hey? Once bitten, twice shy. Anyway, I've got 2 skunk calls now. This is the first one. He's all enclosed in that one case that I want to, encasing that I want to put on all of my traps. You know. Hey, skunky. Whoa. Don't want to get the butt end. Well, now, you're a funny looking skunk. What are you doing in my skunk trap? Little raccoon. Well, I'm gonna have to move ya. Sorry about this. Sorry about the odor. Okay, so I brought them both down into the van park for the release today. We'll start with the skunky. There you go, skunky. There you go. Go on out. Right up a tree. First tree he sees. All right. So I think that's it for small mammals this morning. Haven't got any other calls yet. Got an issue with my Jeep. It has the passenger side rear tire is deflating every couple of days, and the 2 front tires have actual like threads hanging out. They're so bald on the insides. So I need new front tires. I need a wheel alignment. I need a flat repair on the back. I'm gonna go see if I can get that done here before any other wildlife stuff kicks off. So I'm just waiting around now for the Jeep to be serviced. Hanging out downtown, sitting next to the courthouse in the shade presently. A bunch of crows. They're having their lunch, I'm having mine. I got a falafel sandwich that I got from a little mom and pop's Mediterranean shop next to the old Paramount Theater downtown here. Whenever I'm like looking for where I'm gonna have lunch or whatever, I try to select a local place, you know, rather than any of these chain stores or fast food places or whatever. So I got my falafel sandwich going on, and so it's good. I like the falafel sandwich. I buy one probably once a month from there. And then I've got this, I'm trying this Happy Belly grapefruit kombucha, which is out of Calgary, and it's pretty good, but I don't think it's worth the $4 a can. $4 a can, you know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my lunch and then walk around a little bit more, just getting some walking time in. Got to go over to King of Trade and check on cost of some of their circular saws. I'm gonna need a circular saw for a project that I got that I want to do in the crow's room upstairs. Oh, by the way, I've received a couple of very generous donations in the last week or so, and I've got a couple of more people that are pledged on the Patreon account, and I just wanted to say I appreciate all of that. I'm thinking what I'll do is kind of at the end of the month I'll tally up. I'll just say, you know, this is the amount of money that came in through these kind of donations and such this month, and this is what my actual expenses were on materials that I use for, you know, rescuing animals and the care of those animals that are at my house, and, you know, things like I need to keep my vehicle in shape. I got a lot of expenses, but some of those core expenses for like buying food and things like that, and creating better facilities for the animals, I want those donations to go toward those things, you know. So I'm gonna keep accountable for it. I thought I would do it, you know, per donation at first, but I'm getting significant donations, and I don't want to say who's given what and that kind of thing. I just rather at the end of the month say this is what I received and I'm grateful for it, and this is what I used it for, that kind of thing. So thank you for those that are doing that. You know, I don't advertise that, you know, unless I'm doing some campaign, I don't advertise that I have buttons to click for donations and that I have a Patreon account and all of that. Not that I don't want to generate some support, but I like that support to kind of come about organically like it has been. I don't want to be the guy that's trying to sell myself on YouTube. It's not what this channel's about. So I appreciate those who have just taken it upon themselves to do that in the last little while and to organize some interest in that. Thank you guys, and I will keep you updated on what that's used for. Yeah, it looks like they've got the front tires finished, and the one back tire's off right now, so they're probably fixing the flat. Then they'll have to do the wheel alignment once they get that back on. So I've been walking for 2 hours now around downtown Lethbridge, through the alleys, up and down the streets, and guess I'll continue that until they're done. So I just had time to run home real quick, drop off some lunch for Mahoney, and I'm off on a call. This one comes from the north end of town, from the residence of Terry Crow, who is, like his surname suggests, an affine of the crows. He has a lot of crow friends that hang around his place that he feeds, and I guess this morning one of his neighbor's dogs attacked one of the crows. So he has an injured crow. He's not sure exactly what's going on with it. Doesn't seem to be bleeding anywhere. Doesn't betray any sign of having broken legs or wings, but can't fly. Something's wrong. It was attacked by a dog, so who the heck knows what kind of internal damage. Terry has tried basically to let it have some time to recover, and now he's asking me if I'd come take care of it. So I'm gonna bring it back to the house and we'll see how it does.
That's what got me off the couch.
Oh yeah, they were all yelling.
They were mad.
Oh, I bet.
And then I thought that he was already dead, but then I looked over and she's standing there with a smile on her face, and she says, "Oh yeah, my dog's killing a bird, a crow." You know, some people are alive only because it's against a lot of killing.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like
that's pretty sick.
Just well,
She's just happy to tell you too, hey?
Oh, and I lost it. Yeah. I gotta tell you, like when I get mad,
yeah,
I try not to because I'm dangerous, and I just wanted to put her down in the corner, so I jumped her fence. I took a swipe at the dog, but he got away. So he's still really feisty. I think he lost feathers. Like there's no blood that I seen or anything, and he's not happy. But he won't fly. I took him out and tried to let him fly.
Okay.
So he's a young one, but he's. I think he's okay. Other than I think he lost a lot of feathers. I didn't feel anything broke, but that's maybe.
Here, huh?
A chunk of them.
Yeah, there's a chunk of feathers coming off.
Oh well, feathers. He might be still traumatized. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure.
He was biting me though. He was happy to be rescued. Oh yeah, he's still. When I put him on the ground, he can run like hell, but he couldn't fly.
All right, Mr. Henri. It's evening time now, going on towards 7 o'clock in the PM. No snake calls so far, and I don't know. My little sixth sense suggests there might not even be a snake call tonight. I'm out here checking the badger trap in any case, but I have my intuitions about that as well. I think we probably got the badger in the trap last night, but because the door somehow got off like this thing here got stuck outside of this somehow, stuck outside of the cage, and I had to move it back in this morning. But yeah, no badger, just some old fish in the back that the wasps are eating. And yeah, I don't know, I'll keep it in there one more night, see if we get any badgers. Go home and watch the UFC tonight. Maybe that's why I'm intuiting no snake calls. Maybe more I'm projecting out a message out to the snakes. Just calm down for tonight. Let me stay home and watch the UFC. We'll see. It's cool to see Diego Sanchez this afternoon winning again. Don't know what's going to happen tonight between Woodley and Till, but we'll find out. Not much for sports, but when it comes to fighting, I enjoy that. Just checking on the status of our crow patient here, and he's looking pretty good. I haven't given him the full inspection, but I kind of wanted him to get you know, settled in here and calm down a little bit before I really take a good look at him. I don't think he's bleeding, because I didn't get any blood on me feeling around on him. But he's had a rough day, and I'll just let him alone for the night. He's got food and water in here. We'll give him a good look over tomorrow and see if he can get back to flight.